Anyway, he's worked well during the week. Worked with blinkers on Tuesday morning and worked well. So hopefully he can be powering through the line today.
What about Lucky Hustler? How's he going?
He's going really well. He's probably just in need of another run before he gets to his top. But thought he was really good first up, and he's come on nicely since then. And he'll be back too from there. So it's going to be hard for both horses, but they're both ticking along all right.
The race has been good to you in recent years. Best of luck here.
Good on you. Thanks, Shane.
Darren Weir there, champion trainer with Toss and Stardom, the Japanese galloper, 550 touch. Back to the opening quote. The Answer My Friend certainly got plenty of admirers. Got into as short as $4.20, but just back now to $4.60. Mr. Sneaky, $6.50 out to $8.50. But the favourite is Scales of Justice coming into this race second up. A terrific run in the Bobby Lewis first up. He's $3.30 now out to $3.50. So just that marginal drift. Been some specking for a couple of runners. 51 into $41 for Darren's other runner there, Lucky Hustler. And that's pretty much Royal Tudor's had a bit of late support. 151 back into 101 for those who like a roughie in the race. Sovereign Nation also 26 into 21. And Grand Rosso, Jane's pick of the yard. Top Fluck 26 now back into $19. Jane's been in red hot form today with her picks of the yard. One of the trip highlights, the Keno Sir Rupert Clarke Stakes. Here's Matt Hill to call the action.
Great, Shane. Yes, about to be called forward here for this Group 1 contest. Just the last of them arriving down at the start. Scales of Justice. Jockey Brad Ruella just taking in a little bit of water there as they go behind the gates, and Grand Rosso is the last one to arrive there. So they're all behind the stalls now. At the start, about to be called forward for the Sir Rupert Clarke. So it's Scales of Justice on the official prices, $3.30 to $3.50 after that rather spectacular run at Flemington on resumption when we believe he tried to go back from where he came from in the stables and was all over the shop in the straight behind Redkirk Warrior. Not too many sprinters at their very best would have caught Redkirk Warrior that day. Scales of Justice coming from that run. A bit of speed's been taken out of the race with Charmed Harmony El Divino, but it still looks a genuine tempo as they move up. Getting set, Grand Rosso goes up with Sosi Bon. What a unique animal Sosi Bon is. Running in a derby and sprinting home in races over the sharp sprint trips. Placed behind Circoni over 1,400 metres, being prepped for this. But of course, the one unique aspect to Sosi Bon is just that one victory. Mr. Sneaky goes in. Lucky Hustler joining them. Toes and Stardom mills around. Injury-plagued Toes and Stardom, but at his absolute top, certainly give this a shake. It somewhat goes forward. Scales of Justice goes in. Land of Plenty, along with Sovereign Nation, Santa Ana Lane still to move up with Canny Essent and Toes and Stardom. Scales of Justice, $3.30 to $3.60 on the VOPs, and the money is for the Answer My Friend. $4.60 into $4. The Tontonen winner last start. $4.60 into $4. Bit better the tote, $4.50. Toes and Stardom at $6, and then Mr. Sneaky, $6.50 out to $8.50, back into $8 on the official prices. Land of Plenty goes in. Canny Essent joins the line. 2 to get set. Sovereign Nation and Toes and Stardom. The Keno Sir Rupert Clarke Stakes. And to complete the line is Toes and Stardom. Blake Shin just wants to back away at the last moment. Taking the outside stall, a tough task from this position, the 1400. They're ready to go. Set now, racing in the Group 1. Attention on the inside was the best to leap and leads Mr. Sneaky. Grand Rosso, the Answer My Friend, is charging up on the outside. Scales of Justice is right there on the premises. 2 lengths away in the field is Royal Tudor. Then Santa Ana Lane, Sosi Bon. Land of Plenty, well back Lucky Hustler. Followed for the back by Sovereign Nation, Toes and Stardom, Canny Essent, and it's somewhat the Answer My Friend, and Attention racing to that corner. So as they reach the 950, it's the Answer My Friend burning them off, but has spent a few tickets by about a length and a half. 2 in second place, Attention. 5 lengths, Grand Rosso. and they were followed by Mr. Sneaky, Scales of Justice, a couple to Royal Tutor, and they were followed by Land of Plenty, the outside of Sosi Bon from Santa Ana Lane. They were followed by Lucky Hustler, Sovereign Nation, It's Somewhat, Toes and Stardom, and Canny Essent last of all. The Answer, my friend, at the 500. Attention's having another dip on the outside, a neck away. 2 lengths, Gran Rosso. Mr. Sneaky, the inside, pushes off 3 and 4 deep, goes wide. Scales of Justice out even deeper. Land of Plenty running on in the straight. The Answer, my friend, at the 200. Mr. Sneaky moves up on the outside. Then Sosi Bon, Gran Rosso, Santa Ana Lane. Mr. Sneaky up to the Answer, my friend. Santa Ana Lane running on at the 50. Mr. Sneaky in front. Santa Ana Lane is charging home and will get up. Santa Ana Lane from Mr. Sneaky. Sosi Bon or Sovereign Nation. They were followed next by Toes and Stardom. Scales of Justice, the Answer, my friend. It's Somewhat, Gran Rosso. Attention, Royal Tutor, Canny Essent, and Lucky Hustler in what turned out to be a frantically run Rupert Clarke. Santa Ana Lane at 24, 10 and 5.40, and Dean Yendall has won again. Dean Yendall, who scored earlier on in race number 3 with wheel leisure for Archie Alexander in the Inglis Cup. What a payday for Dean Yendall, winning the $500,000 Sir Rupert Clarke, and that was right up her alley with the speed on, and she has stormed home. Santa Ana Lane for Anthony Friedman at Flemington. The gelding by Lope de Vega out of Fast Fleet. Santa Ana Lane has won the Rupert Clarke. Was almost being hailed the winner for Anthony Friedman, who has trained the Quinella of a Group 1, ridden by Brenton Abdallah. Third goes to number 11, Sosi Bon. Craig Newitt for Robbie Laing, just ahead of Sovereign Nation. It's 9, 14, 11 and 7. 9, 14, 11 and 7. 5th, 10, 6th, 4. Race time 1:22.28. 1:22.28, which is a second outside of the class and race and track record held by Exceed and Excel. So they certainly did get along. 9, 14, 11 and 7. 3/4 by a length and a quarter in 1:22.28. And Dean, I'm sure Dean Yendall is absolutely delighted.
It's been an outstanding 12 months for Dean Yendall. Another Group 1 winner. Well, Dean, does it get any better? Does it get more exciting?
A Melbourne Cup would be better, or a Cox Plate, but obviously winning Group 1 races, that's all the hype of riding and trying to get the ride. So shout out to Buckets Moore, who for Anthony. Obviously they don't use me very often, so it was fantastic to pick the ride up.
Without talking out of school, I remember many years ago you and I punching around Adelaide trying to get a ride. All your hard work, the last 12 months has been well and truly rewarded for you.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, majority of people, they say if you work hard enough, the rewards will pay later, but it doesn't work for some. But I've been awfully lucky. Obviously, I've no weight issues, so I'm lucky in that respect as well, and lucky to pick up a nice ride. So loving riding at the moment, and big cheerio to Mia at home.
Mertens, Canny Essent.
I think he's just looking for a break now. He's been up for a long while and probably felt the ground as well.
Brenton Avdallah, Mr. Sneaky.
He ran terrific. Just where the race was run, I sort of got left there around the bend. I had to pop out and give him a bit of room, but I was just left to sit and shot.
Chris Simons, Royal Tutor.
A little bit disappointing. Obviously they went quick. I was off the bit a long way out. He just whacked away late. Probably wants a bit of gear change, maybe visor or blinkers.
Hugh Bowman, It's Somewhat.
I was very pleased with him. A really solidly run 14, just was a bit strong for him, but up in distance he's in for a good spring.
Corey Brown, Grand Rosso.
He ran good, but he was the false leader because they went so quick. He settled in third position, but I just hate that position dragging the rest of them up. But he didn't do it so bad.
Craig Newitt, Sosi Bon.
Yeah, he went terrific, guys. He had a nice run in the race. He had no trouble. I think he's just looking for a mile.
Linda Meach, Land of Plenty.
I had no luck early from that wide gate, but didn't help on this home turn. Those horses sped out underneath me, just lost concentration. But he started running on late, so all in all, it was a great run.
Brad Rilla, Scales of Justice.
We had a really good run on a good hot speed, but just coming into straightening, we were building up our momentum nice, and we got really knocked off our course, and him just hurt his going through his gears and had us sort of under the bat a bit earlier than what I would have liked.
Regan Bayliss, Sovereign Nation.
It'll be a nice horse in the 2 rack in 2x time.
Ben Thompson, Attention.
Yeah, he travelled nice, outsprinted on the turn, but stuck on.
Kieran McAvoy, The Answer, My Friend.
Just slipped a little bit at the start, which put us behind the 8 ball, and ended up sliding forward and had to do a little bit of work through that first couple of furlongs. So he's run a nice race, battled on well.
Blake Shin, Toss and Stardom.
Yeah, he looked great run. Had to sort of go back from the wide draw. Hit the line terrific. I think he's just crying out for a mile. But a bit better circumstances today from a better draw. I think he goes very close.
A great assessment from the beaten jockeys out of the Group 1, Sir Rupert Clarke. David has a party. He's got a massive group of owners involved in Mr. Sneaky. He gave Jane Ivel some of his time after the horse ran second.
David, a terrific run. Your first run in a Group 1 race and a nose away from the dream result.
Yeah, it was a fantastic run. Just got exposed a little bit early at the top of the straight, so Breton had to go for home and just left the sitting shot, but he fought them all off. But the stablemate came over the top of us and won. So it was a good result for the stable, but we're wrapped with his run, absolutely wrapped.
Big syndicate behind this horse. A fantastic day at the races for them regardless.
Yeah, I think most of the owners actually their first Group 1 runner as well. So we all got to stayed as a group today and they're all wrapped as well. They're all very happy with the result. He gives his all every time, 100%. He loves this track. Hopefully we'll be back here in a couple of weeks for the Toorak as well. And I still think he's a big chance in his Toorak. I haven't seen him at a mile yet. I'm really looking forward to getting to a mile and just seeing what he can do.
Robbie Laing trained Sosie Bond, who's run third here today. Robbie, do you feel he's gone to his best?
Yeah, over 1400, that's as good as he can go. It's good to come away from a race and have not one excuse in the world. He rode him well, had a good barrier, lightweight,